Yep, bonus. I forgot to add a little something to the array video. So here's an update. So why is an array useful? Part of, again, array is a container that can hold multiple items of the same data. So why is that useful aside from just creating a bunch of containers individually? One example, it makes things easier to process, like in videos, say, or so far I showed in my example. Changing screen. In my example, I showed the value of, hey, what are some of the cool things computers can do? Hey, you can play a song, right? That's pretty cool. So that's one cool thing that a computer can do, but at the same time, it's like, once the song ends, if I want to listen to a different song, what do I got to do? Do I got to okay, go back to the list and okay, pick the next song. And then eventually it gets to the end, and then what? And then I got to okay, now I got to pick another song. I feel like, that wouldn't be, that's okay, but it limits its usefulness. When you have something like an array, one of the benefits is that you can do okay, click one song, I'm going to hold down the shift button and then click something below it, and then it's going to select all the songs under it. So now I have 7 songs selected. So from here, if I press right click and then play, so now it has 7 songs in the list. So instead of okay, I got to select each song individually, and when they end, select a new one. Now I have a whole list of 7 songs together, which this is basically an array. And some other benefits that come with that is okay, so an array, there's an array of an array holding song data, basically, or file data. So if I play, okay, this song, so I press the next button, it just goes to the next one here, you see, Braveheart. So I go to the next one, or if I go back one, how does it know which song to go to? Well, it knows because it's in a list. It's an array, right? So if you go back to our array of data, it's okay, it starts at song 1 or index 0, goes to song 2, 3, 4, 5 per se, or 7 in our case. But it knows which one to go to because this is index 0, 1, 2. If you press next, okay, go to index 3. And if you press back, it goes, okay, what's my index? My index is 3, let me -1, and then I can go back. And that's how it knows, again, how to keep a list of data and how to traverse it back and forth. I mean, aside from that, you can have, once you have a list like this, you can also set it on options like random. Because one of the things the computer can do is it can give you a random number. So in our case, it could be okay, we have 7 files, give me a random number 1 through 7. And I'd be okay, let's see. So we're playing this song. Let's say next, and it'll give us a random one. So, okay, so win back 1. We'll try again. Win back 1 again. We'll try again. Okay, and back 1 again. Is it gonna? Okay, it's not being super random here. It could be better. Let's see. Okay, there we go. See, there it actually went to a different direction. And we just got unlucky and kept going -1. Okay, so next one. Okay, now it went here to the end of the list. Okay, now it's in the middle of the list. And so basically what it's doing is okay, you have 7 songs. So let me pick a random number 1 through 7, and then I will, okay, let's say 7. Okay, pretend these are songs. Okay, we have 7 items now. 7 items. So random number 1 through 7, okay, gives me number 5. So the 5th song, but then has to subtract 1 to give us the index. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th song is, okay, this guy, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th index. So random number of 7 minus 1 will give us the index, which will give us the song to play. So that's what's happening behind the scenes when the code is running, and doing like the random song selection, or when it has a list. It's using something like this behind the scenes to keep track of that all. All right, sounds good. That's I think all I have for the array extras.